No, not everybody's looking forward to the conversations, and there's a part where in the beginning, I wasn't really looking forward to the conversations. I knew I had to say a little bit about my story, but I mean, maybe this is just sort of a man thing. You're not comfortable, like, well, this is me, and this is where I struggle in front of a bunch of, and essentially, strangers. My earliest recollection of fishing is with my grandfather on the Snake River outside of Weiser, and he used to take me over there. I was probably 5 or 6 years old, and we would sit on the bank, and my grandfather would cut steps into the bank, and he would make sure he sat on this old milk crate, and he would have a couple of rods out there, and he would always hook these catfish and hand the rod over to me, and I would stand as a little boy and just try to crank these catfish in, and they seemed like 10, 20-pound fish to me, and my grandfather would just stand back behind me and laugh and just enjoy it. And I realized that half the time during those hot summers I was just drinking grape soda and kind of playing around and not paying attention. And one day I looked up and I saw that my grandfather was there just looking at the fishing poles and just waiting to hook a fish so he could give me the rod. And I realized I was sitting in his shadow, and he would damp all the sweat off his face, and I realized he was kind of suffering in the heat, but I was in the cool shade of his shadow along with his little white poodle dog. And it was the first time I realized that I knew what love was at that moment too, that his sacrifice was just so that I could enjoy that, and then he got no more enjoyment out of fishing than watching me reel in those fish. As somebody sort of breaks the ice and we get kind of a simple question to ponder, you start getting connected with the guys, and the more that you sort of loosen up and just start being real about it, it's easy. It becomes an easy process to share your story and maybe things that you struggle with and things that you hope for, and then simple goals you've now embraced of just being a better person and not wondering so much about how this will end or if you'll be healed or if you won't.